All right, we're going to get right into it. I tried to warn you guys. I knew this was going to start happening. A 72-year-old was just arrested in Florida because he took a shot at the drones.
At some point today, did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm going to be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you shoot at it?
Because I thought it was somebody and turned around playing games on my house.
I got you. Where did you see the drone at?
Right above me.
What, can you walk out and just kind of show me?
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea?
Hovered, lowered some kind of cord down or something, turned around and sent something back up, and then after it was shot at, it turned around and went north.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd you shoot at it with?
9mm.
Okay. Alright,
How much trouble am I in?
quite a bit. You've been honest with me, I'm going to be honest with you. Quite a bit, actually. So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're at.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens and what happens and what?
Well, before we continue this conversation, I'm really just, for you being honest, you really just took me off guard. I'm not going to lie.
What am I going to do? I'm going to lie?
True. All right, sir. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
You're up putting me under arrest.
I'm just going to arrange you the Miranda warning just so I can get it out. That way you and I can continue our conversation, okay?
I understand the Miranda warning. I don't have to speak to you unless I want an attorney, okay?
I got you. Let me just read you this real quick, and then we'll go from there, okay? You have the right to remain silent? Go ahead, Serge. 26. I'm already talking to him. Alright, sir, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You want to head out underneath it, get out the rain? You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You can understand each of these rights I have explained to you. Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to us now.
Yes, I understand my rights.
Yeah, I got you. So, it was hovering above your house. It lowered something down.
No, it just hovered above my house.
You said something about the pulley system.
A cord or something. It stayed there for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, I shot at it. Okay?
I got you.
And the cord went up. It turned, because it was facing east.
Okay.
Because that's east, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was working on my pool equipment.
Oh, you were outside when you noticed it?
Oh, I was working on my pool equipment.
Gotcha.
Waved it off and everything. Never left. I went inside, went into the safe, got the weapon, came out, tried to shoot it off again. It didn't move. I fired one round at it. Now they say I hit it, so I must be a good shot, or else it's not that far away. So I'm under all sorts of, they say there's $10,000 worth of damage to the drone and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to wind up having to find a real good defense lawyer.
You want a coffee in the front?
Whatever you need to do by protocol.
Well, no, we have,
We've been fine. There's no issues. We're not,
Yeah.
Just let me know if it's too tight, all right?
Yeah.
Now, with all this drone talk going on, and then you have the government coming out openly saying they don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Then you have President Trump coming on saying the government knows what's going on. They fully know what's going on. And then that's confusing the people, and they're starting to get anxious about the drones in the sky, right? So what's the next thing that you do? The most logical thing would be if you see one over your house that you would take it out, right? But don't do that, because that guy's going to now have a $10,000 bill, and plus he broke several laws. He could be in some big trouble, all for shooting at that drone. And like you heard him say, he must be a pretty good shot because they say he hit it, and now it's going to cost him $10,000. You got that kind of money laying around for target practice? Now, by now, everybody knows about distractions, right? So you have to ask yourself, why did the drone show up all of a sudden? Don't go anywhere, because right after I give you this little distraction tidbit, I'm going to take you to another interesting piece of information. This is the bill that Speaker Johnson just brought to the House floor. He wants to try to pass this funding bill, right? Real quick in the dark of night, right before Christmas break. Look at this thing. Could you read this? How long would it take you to read this thing? Leave it down in the comments below. So it's all a distraction so they can squeak by their BS spending bill that never benefits the American people. Now hold on, here's Thomas Massey predicting this exact thing.
We have broken the Christmas omni, and I have no intention of going back to that terrible tradition. So there won't be a Christmas omnibus. As somebody asked me in the hallway a little while ago, will there be many buses? We don't want any buses. We're not going to do any buses, okay?
And I've seen this play call like 4 times in the 7 years I've been in Congress. They've punted the ball until December 20th. And what they'll do is they'll come in a closed room with us and they'll say, okay, now we've got the really big omnibus. And if you vote for this, you can go home for Christmas. But if you don't vote for it and it fails, we're going to make you stay here over Christmas and New Year's. And it's almost like a dystopian future. I've been in the closed room where they start chanting, vote, 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 vote.
Yeah.
And people run up there and vote for something they've not read.
CR, CR, CR. Oh, you want to go home for Christmas? Well, vote for this, and we'll let you go see your families and your new grandbaby, and you can watch your 2-year-old open presents. But if you don't, you're going to stay here with your leadership and their leadership, and wait for a bunch of geriatric senators to send over the answer.
By the way, I made another prediction that it would end right before Christmas, that it wouldn't go till next spring. Because, and we've talked about this on your show, Brian, for as long as I've been coming on your show, which is at least 12 years.
See it coming a mile away. Go ahead.
Every year, they do the same play.
Christmas
the Christmas Eve shutdown, panic, because here's what they're doing. They're taking our families hostage, the families of congressmen in Washington, D.C., on December 20th, which is when this CR expires, and they're going to either put another worse CR that's probably going to have Ukraine and everything else attached to it, or they're going to do the full-on omnibus, depending on how the election comes out. They're going to do that on December 20th, and the congressmen, they're going to smell those jet fumes from DCA, the Ronald Reagan Airport, and the combination of the fumes from those airplanes wafting over to the Capitol and this CR expiring, then they're going to start chanting, vote, 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 and they will vote for anything you put in front of them, because the speaker always comes and says, doesn't matter who the speaker is, they always say, if you vote for this, you can go home and open presents with your family. Yeah. And if you don't vote for this, we're going to be here over Christmas because the optics are bad, and just go ahead and tell your families, pack up those presents and bring them to Washington, D.C. if they want to be with you at Christmas. No, nobody's going to bring their family to D.C. over Christmas. So they're like the Grinch. Yeah, some people call me Nostradamus for predicting this. But the reality is, Brian, we could go back. It's a lot of work. Oh, my God, yeah. We could go back on your radio show. We could find clips of me predicting this every year. It's not a prediction. It's just how the swamp works and the uniparty works. Listen, Congress being surprised by the fiscal deadline of September 30th is like a florist being surprised by Valentine's Day. It happens every year. Prepare for it.
Now, if all of that wasn't kind of interesting enough, right? Did you know, I told you I was going to drop one on you on the way out the door, though, but did you know Elon Musk's brother owns a drone company?
Welcome to Nova Sky Stories. We aim to empower producers and artists around the globe with the most advanced, reliable, and safest light drone technology in the world. A technology that we developed and fine-tuned during the past decade with a world-class team of artists and engineers. Nova Sky Stories has been trusted to fly for global audiences at some of the world's biggest events. Human error is prevented thanks to fully automated charging and intelligent mission control.
There is a city that exists for only 8 days a year. Artists, free thinkers and philosophers, and people of all world religions and across the political spectrum all come. They flock there with great effort and at personal expense to a hostile desert environment to work harder than they do normally, to give more of themselves in every way and practice stunning acts of creative expression and generosity.
So I'm encouraging all you guys to not pay attention too much to the drones, but to definitely pay attention to the spending bill and maybe get a hold of your congressman and all this stuff. Let them know we're not going for it, that they actually need to just say no, right? This is the time, since we have the House and the Senate and the presidency coming up, that we just say no. Don't pass that big spending bill without anybody reading it. Because like Nancy Pelosi says,
it's going to be very, very exciting. But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
And when you do it that way, it's always too late. All right, share this video with your friends so they can get the information on the drones, also about that spending bill and how they're trying to squeak it by us in the dark of the night with all the distractions going on. We'll see you guys on the next video out there. And just stay vigilant. Now is not the time to relax, right? Just stay up on your preps, keep your eyes on the prize, and stay in prayer. Be physically and spiritually fit, right? That's where we need to be right now. Hit that thumbs up.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdouganstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!